Welcome to Sarcastic Tech and Science. I'm going to explain you what is a neural network feed fake news. Just listen to a couple of this news now.
काले धन पर रोक के लिए लाए जा रहे 2000 रुपए के करेंसी नोट को बनाने के लिए स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट नैनो टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल होगा। ये एक नई बात होगी। 2000 रुपए के हर एक नोट पर NGC यानी नैनो GPS चिप लगा हुआ होगा। और अब हम आपको ये भी बताएंगे कि NGC तकनीक कैसे काम करती है।
Who didn't understand it? It says like a news anchor saying every 2000 rupee note in India will have a chip inside it, which will help track wherever the notes are. Oh my God. And the second fake news says President of US is tested coronavirus positive. Oh my God, this is the biggest fake news we can ever hear from a news channel. After a mega hit of this fake news feed, all the channel heads, they decided like, we don't want any anchors to create a fake news. Let's create a fake news automatically. In other sense, they're saying like they wanted to automate this creation of fake news. The only solution they saw was, why not we create a neural network which learns to fake by itself? Yes, I'll explain you a neural network which will help you, or which will help them to create a fake news by itself. Okay guys, so we have a responsibility of creating a fake news. Imagine the company heads have outsourced us to create fake news and automate it using a neural network. So what is the first thing we do? The first thing is, all our reporters collect a lot of data, right? We collect a lot of data about maybe elections, or maybe some religion, or maybe some incidents going on, etc. That is the first step we have to do. First is collect the data. Okay, once the data is collected, it's we who decide like what information or what news should we include so that we can keep people interested. For example, we see one sweeper sweeping the street. That is a usual task, and if we show that in a television, no one will be interested. But imagine a minister or a president or a prime minister sweeping a street. If we show this in a television, that is one which people will love to view, and this is one that matters. So what I mean to say is, we only keep those variables or those data which matters to us. That is called feature selection. Once these features are ready, we feed it to this input layer, what you see in the screen. This is nothing but the data which you have selected to feed into your neural network. Okay, the first step of creating a fake news is over. Yes, we already have an input data, and we have already fed it into our input nodes. By the way, whatever circles you see there, or whatever holes you call it, or whatever momos or golgappas, whatever you see it, they are called neurons. Neurons are the smallest element of a neural network. So what next? The next thing, the connected wires you see there, which connects each and every golgappa with the next layer of golgappas, they are called weights. As a beginner, you can remember weights as how important a given input will contribute to an output. Now, if something is contributing heavily, that will have a higher weight. If something is contributing less, that will have a lower weight. So as we are preparing this fake news, the news which actually interests audience more will have higher weight, followed by the news which actually keeps audience at a bay will have a lower weight. Next, what we see is this hidden layer. Now, what is this hidden layer? Is this? Yes, it is a black box. When you check for definitions or in many websites, they all tell you it's a black box. The only thing which a hidden layer does is it just multiplies your weights with the inputs. That's all. Okay, now just before the hidden layer passes the information to the outside layer, there is one activation function. Now, what is this activation function? Activation functions are a sort of turn-on functions for neural networks. Okay, let's not think dirty. Activation functions just makes your model understand, hey, things are not straightforward as it is. It's same as our life, guys. We expect our life to go linear, normal, but there are some unforeseen circumstances which come our way. Same way, this activation function tells your model that, hey, it's not as straightforward as you think. There will be something non-linear coming your way, so be prepared. Once this turn on function allows the data to move out, these data will be passed to next layers. So the next layer will receive this data and will do the final steps. So guys, we can have n number of these hidden layers with activation functions. We can have one, we can have two, we can have hundreds of them. It all depends on what type of problem we are trying to solve. And here we are concentrating on creating a neural network which generates fake news. And we will stick to 2 or 3 hidden layers only. That will do our job. So we covered input layers, weights, hidden layers, activation function, and now it comes to an output layer. What does an output layer give? Yes, we are expecting a fake news. These output layers will give us a fake news. So I wish this small tutorial will give you an idea what is neural network about. So just before we close in, I want to tell you a couple of terms which are associated with neural networks in specific. Now, when we train a neural network, we pass the same information again and again and again to the same network. That's called epochs. The process of passing the information from input to the hidden to the output is called forward propagation. The process of model improving itself, that is propagating backwards from output to the hidden to the input, that is called backward propagation. And finally, whatever you see here, right, whatever you see on the screen, if it has one hidden layer, that is called a neural network. If it has more than one hidden layers, that is called deep neural networks. Thanks for watching.